Is January 5th, and the reading is from the Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. I am Vicki Rude with Mindful Minute. Show your hair. My grandmother told me, never hide your green hair. They can see it anyways. Angeles Arian. From the agonies of kindergarten, when we first were teased or made fun of, in the midst of all our innocence, we have all struggled in one way or another with hiding what is obvious about us. No one plans this. It's not a conspiracy, but rather an inevitable and hurtful passage from knowing only ourselves to knowing the world. The tragedy is that many of us never talk about it or never get told that our green hair is beautiful or that we don't need to hide, no matter what anyone says on the way to lunch. And so we often conclude that to know the world, we must hide ourselves. Nothing could be further from the truth. It is an ancient, unspoken fact of being that blackmail is only possible if we believe that we have something to hide. The inner corollary of this is that worthless feelings arise when we believe, however briefly, that who we are is not enough. So the activity today is sit quietly with your eyes closed, and with each in-breath, feel the fact that who you are is enough. And if that isn't the most interesting last line I've ever read, because today I had a friend that was struggling, and we were chatting, and I reminded her that we are enough. And it was a reminder to myself too. And so is this reading. We are enough. We don't have to earn love, respect, any of that. We are enough simply by being, all of us. Every single one of us, we are enough. And so many of us don't believe it. And this kind of talks about the core reason, right? Is that time in life when we lose that innocence, where we don't care what we look like, when we don't care what anyone thinks of us, when we're just pure joy. And then all of a sudden we get that judgment and that mean person that says, well, you're not doing it right, or whatever it is that the kindergartner or first grader or 22-year-old says. It can happen in college. It can happen anytime. But we feel like we have to hide because the fear of being hurt or made fun of is worse than showing up as yourself. That's what we think. At least that's what I thought. I don't know about what you think. I can't say that that's what you think, but I thought that way. And I hid for a long time. And, I remember my daughter was young, and I used to let her wear whatever the hell she wanted. I didn't care if she matched. I mean, obviously, I would try to make her match if we were going somewhere nice, but I remember my husband was like, Vicki, can't you let her put clothes on her that match? And I'm like, Mike, she is going to have to be worried about matching for the rest of her life. I'm not going to, when she doesn't care, when she doesn't know the difference, when she likes what she's wearing, I'm going to let her wear whatever the heck she wants. And, I'm glad I did that. And I'm glad I was conscious of that. Um, you know, People are beautiful when they are free. And I think that is so true. It doesn't matter. And I've learned that from doing this exercise, these mindful minutes, because I've come and I've showed up with no makeup on. I've showed up done up. I've showed up in workout clothes. I've showed up in all these different ways. And I just keep showing up. And I don't know if it's age or recovery or a mixture of both, but I don't really care if someone's gonna, poke me and call me names, because it doesn't really matter. What matters is today I feel free. I feel free of judgment of myself, and I feel free of judgment of others. And And that's like the best gift you could ever get. And it's such a good reminder. So don't forget that you are enough. You are enough. Be well, be happy, live with ease, be kind to yourself and others. And just remember that you are enough, okay? Have a good night. Namaste.